Hello, everybody. Welcome to another new episode of Psycho's Platters, episode 66. That's right, it's a late night one this time. I hope everybody's been doing real good. I hope everybody had a good week in their lives and in music and in crate digging. Before we get into what new stuff I happen to have, wanted to let everybody know that basically I did get some mixed reviews about episode 65 in tribute, about the bands and stuff, with either no members or one original member or stuff like that. Like I said, it was mixed. Some people cared, some people didn't care. So, like I said, it was an opinionated piece anyway. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch it because, like I said, I'm just trying to inform when I can. So, actually, what's really funny is I had some decent finds over the last week. Literally, um, a lot of them actually came in today, but of course, thanks to YouTube and their stupid time limits on my vids, I'm probably going to do a second episode about the bigger of the two finds. So I thought I would just bring up this one here. Um, let's see. First piece will be I was at a dirt mall um, a week ago and managed to find a handful of albums anyway, buck a piece. Couldn't screw this up. Let's see. Let's start out with. Okay, I like, you guys kind of sort of know me by now. I like getting bands that I've never heard of before. And this is one of them right off the bat from 1977 on Mercury, Legs Diamond. Yeah, that's right. Um, I actually have never heard of these guys. The cover looked cool. Let me see here a second. Awesome. Okay. Well, all right. Mercury Company sleeve in here too. Oh, hey, here we go. A lyric sheet for that matter. Oh, with the guys on here too. You know what? Nobody recognizable, but you could tell straight late 70s, right? On this, kind of funny. Uh, huh? Oh, that's too funny. I don't understand. They went off and, of course, they thanked a bunch of people. Some on the top of this list, though, were kind of amusing. Warren Ettner. Warren Ettner was in the Grassroots. I'm not entirely sure what he had to do with these guys. But of course, they also mentioned Richie Blackmore, Cozy Powell, John Lord, John Bonham, Nugent. These must have maybe been some of the bands that they opened for. Maybe for Blackmore and Nugent, for that matter. But that's kind of cool. Like I said, I can't wait to listen to this. I like listening to bands I never heard of to see whether or not, I mean, for as cheap as these are, it's not much of a surprise. All right. One of my favorite Southern rock bands, which two original members have died like within the last year. I'm not entirely sure how many are left in this one. This one, to my knowledge, being the last major label release back in '81. Atlanta Rhythm Section's Quinella. Yeah, that's right, on Columbia Records. You pretty much still have your basic lineup for classic. This band has always been neat. If you don't know who Atlanta Rhythm Section is, go grab like a best of or something. They're the guys that do Imaginary Lover, I'm So Into You, all that stuff. What they pretty much were, what they started out as anyway, is you have a combination of former members of Classic Spore, the Dennis Yost and the Classic Spore, Spooky and stuff like that, mixed with a couple members of the Candymen, which was Roy Orbison's backing band in the 60s. And they formed together to make this band back in '71. Okay, this one here, I have always seen the first version of this Greatest Hits Volume 1, but I've never seen from 1983. This is the Best of Alan Parsons Volume 2, the Alan Parsons Project, and I kind of like the cover on this. It's a gatefold on Arista. That's what it looks like. With hits like I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You, which, you know what? Every time I hear that song, to me, at least in my opinion, it kind of has a Steely Dan vibe to it. I always kind of associate it with Steely Dan really more than Alan Parsons. Eye in the Sky, of course. I love that one. Games People Play, Time, You Don't Believe, Psychobabble, bunch of other goodies. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen that one. And, you know, I've come across a couple different albums in the last week from this man, and I'm glad because I didn't have much in my collection. On MGM from 1965, The Orbison Way in stereo. It actually has the promo sticker blurb, which also is cool. And on Black MGM, a couple minor scratches, but other than that, it's pretty cool. All right, so that was the Dirt Mall. Then, today, I went to one of my other resale shops. Remember I told you guys that I hit up a 10 for a buck? Well, it was the same place, but they ain't 10 for a buck anymore. Bozos jacked them up to 50 cents a piece, but still, 3 new piles came in of 45s. Stacks about this high, 3 of them, okay? So I'm like, ooh, this could be good. Well, I got about a half a dozen, all right? So let's see here. And the extra added bonus, in the piles, there were other 45s with official company sleeves, and some of them didn't have sleeves. So guess what? Duh, I took the company sleeves and stuck them on the 45s. Because the ones that had the company sleeves, they didn't match the 45s either. So at least I have some old 50s, 60s company sleeves mixed in. There's an added bonus for me. So, okay, on White Whale, if it's one thing that I've started to wonder about is this particular label. Mainly the Turtles, Professor Morrison's Lollipop, The Click, Warren Zevon got his start, basically with White Whale. I even want to say, I cannot remember what record it is, Linda Ronstadt ends up doing some backing work on a 45 or 2 on White Whale, so I kind of dig things up. This one here made me interested because it basically said a division of Falcon Records. Renee and Renee? Now, I've never heard of them, but what the hell? I thought I'd take a stab, like I said, on White Whale. All right. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. Could I? And I don't give in to him. Never heard this 45, so I like finding non-hit 45s. Speaking of that, okay, on a Capitol sleeve, I've never seen one. I've never seen a nice company one like this. It's got clear plastic on it too. The Outsiders. No, it's not Time Won't Let Me, because usually that's the copies I see. This one here, What Makes You So Bad You Weren't Brought Up That Way, with Girl in Love. That's kind of cool. And then I found a second one, and yeah, it was Time Won't Let Me. But I didn't have a decent copy of that. And then, let's see here. This one was cool. I don't find too many Association 45s, but I did this time on Green Warner, Birthday Morning with Time for Living off the Birthday album. I love the Association. This one here needs a little bit of cleaning, and I see somehow it's got green glitter ended up on it somehow. I actually had the pleasure of meeting 2 members that are on this 45, and also got to talk to a third years and years and years ago But I've never had this variation of kind of a drag by the Buckinghams. I'm used to the red, white, and blue USA label. I've never really seen the light blue. This is my first light blue copy. And lastly, Ronnie Dark, I know you're going to appreciate this little bit. Years and years ago in the 80s, I ended up finding similar 45 to this, but this is not the exact one. I ended up getting a Paul Revere and the Raiders SS396 on the A side with the Circles Camaro on the B side. No, it wasn't with the picture sleeve, I wish. Well, that's not what this is. This one, though, is kind of cool nevertheless. And I managed to find a Columbia stock sleeve to match it for the moment. This one is still SS396, but on the flip, it's got Corvair Baby, and it says, of course, complimentary copy on both sides of this. I love it. It says licensed for broadcast. So kind of cool, I think, in my opinion. Let me ask you though, okay? Did this regular special product does it come like this on the label with the complimentary copy, or did they have or was what I'm getting at is this a promo, or is this just, hey, guess what? You went to the dealership and got the sleeve like the SS396 other single. Help me out on this if you can. But I've never had that particular one, so that was kind of cool. So that's pretty much going to be what this episode is just this first one. Maybe I might do another one real quick here, maybe give you guys 2 episodes for your money, or I might just hold off till tomorrow. I'm not sure. Shout outs. Wax Museum with Ronnie Dark always gets tops. You know what? He is the best at what he does. Sunday night, 6 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please go like him on Facebook. All right. And his YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel, Ronnie Dark does. Go like that too. Original music and stuff. Lots of fun. But go subscribe to that on Facebook, and then you can click to the link that is below the profile pic on Sunday nights and listen to his show live out of Syracuse, New York. It is wonderful. It is ear candy for your soul. And then right after that, Night Owl Lounge with Mike Adams from 9 to 10, best of Exotica music. And it's Swing Baby, you're platinum. Have yourself a martini while you're at it, while you're doing that. Shindig Magazine, Vintage Rock Magazine, both out of England. Love them. It's like some of my favorite music mags. Fantastic stuff there, guys. So I'm telling you, just go do that. Thrifty Collectors Group. Tim, you know, you're good at what you do, too. I love your little group. And it's growing. I've noticed that, too, and I'm glad. And hopefully maybe I was a small percent of that growth. Guys, we're almost near my channel finally having 10,000 views. It's only taken 2 years. Scary Dog videos can get 3 million views in 2 days, and yet I'm lucky to get 30 views in a week. I guess I should take what I can, right? But almost at 10,000 views, and I'm pretty happy about this bit. Please, guys, I'm at 93 subscribers. Help me out. I'd like to get to 100 by my birthday, which is September 27th. Birthday presents can go to Paul P's care of. Yeah, okay, fine. Nice try, right? Okay. All right. I love you guys. Rock on. See you next time.